Alrighty, kiddos. Today we are going to be talking about chapter titles and subtitles. It may be a little bit different than what was on my board. We're talking about direct quote and paraphrasing. Will be tomorrow night's lesson, but we figured it might be a great way to start off by talking about, well, how do we organize our writing? So you may be scratching your head and be thinking, like, what's a chapter title? Why do I care about the chapter titles? Well, the chapter titles are the wow. They are the attention grabbing. They are the part that really draws your readers. It also gives your readers enough information. So if you're writing your chapter about Malala, you wouldn't just title it Malala because it's a little bit boring. You would title it something like Malala the Powerful or Malala the Great or something. So not only does it have that wow factor, it grabs the attention of your reader. It also gives your reader enough information about what the title, what the chapter is going to be about. Because I don't know about you, but I don't really expect to read about dogs if I'm going to be talking about Malala. I don't know. So you may be scratching your head thinking, okay, well, that's a chapter title. Subheadings? Huh? So subheadings add organization to your writing. It adds some sort of sense of predictability. It gives your reader a hint about what is coming. And it really helps you to organize your facts, your information without getting too cluttered for the reader. It also relates back to the title of the chapter because it'd be a little bit confusing if you're talking about Malala, but then now have a subheading specifically talking about the number of dogs abused a day. So that's how subheadings and titles kind of relate together. So you may be wondering, what are some examples of subheadings and titles? So the title is over here, and it's Malala the Powerful. I think, to me, that's a pretty good title. It's eye-catching. I know who it's going to be about. I know a little bit about them. And I know that, this girl is someone important, especially for those people who are doing activists. You really want to keep in mind, you don't want to just say Charles Darwin or Justin Bieber. What about Charles Darwin? What about Justin Bieber? Okay. Then on this picture over here, you have your chapter or your subheadings, which I think they do a pretty good job in the Malala the Powerful article of giving you a variety of subheadings. They have a school ban. So to me, instantly I know, okay, something's going down with schools. And that whole section is about schools. Then they have a powerful weapon. And I'm a little intrigued. I'm like, okay, well, what is this powerful weapon? Is it a weapon for the Taliban? Is it a weapon for Malala? And if you kind of read even the first sentence, it talks about her weapon is her voice. And finally, they go into a crusade, which is a very flowy, figurative way of saying just she started a fight about something. So here's an example of a title and of some subheadings. So what you're going to end up doing is, this is what you're going to end up doing tomorrow. You might be thinking, well, how do I get from topic to subtitle? How do I come up with this topics? How do I come up with these titles, stuff like that? So first, you're going to start off by writing a broad topic down. So if you notice here, their broad topic is dance. Yours would be something like animal abuse or police lives matter or something like that. Then I want you to go into your research and I want you to find a fact. And I want you to say, okay, this fact is really, really interesting. But what kind of subtopic would this fall under? Maybe she went from ballet and tap and she's like, okay, well, there's a couple of those. Well, that would all fall under this idea of a type of dance. Or you could kind of think about how several facts that you have together, maybe think about there's specific type of footwear, there's specific clothing that you would need. And that would fall under what do you need to dance? And so you don't want just a singular fact because that's not going to help you very much when you go to write a paragraph or two about each subtopic. So this is the activity that we're going to be doing tomorrow, this lovely graphic organizer to help you start thinking about, okay, well, here's my topic. Here are some other kind of subtopics I could use. And here are some facts underneath those subtopics. Okay, make sure you do the recap tonight. It was down earlier today. So if you cannot get the recap, I will also be sending out the question through email. So feel free to just email me your question. If you have any other questions, please let me know. If not, I will see you tomorrow.